Less than half an hour ago, I yelled at my 8-year-old. This one right here. And honestly, I don't feel like doing this video tonight. It's late here. I'm tired. He's tired. And part of me feels ashamed and embarrassed. Because the thought that came to my mind was, how can I talk about growth when I just scared my own child? So this is not my proudest parenting moment, but I guess it is a very real one. Tonight, my youngest was supposed to practice piano after his dad reminded him a few times. I was actually in the middle of an online meeting, but I paused the meeting to talk to him because I don't want him to feel like I ignored him and that my meeting was more important than him. We have had this conversation many times before. I've told him I'm not going to force you to keep doing piano if you really don't want to. But if he wants to continue lessons, then he needs to practice. So tonight, I reminded him again. He can choose practice and continue lessons, or don't practice and stop lessons. That was the options that we discussed previously. But then he became really upset. He threw a tantrum, he stomped off, and something in me just got triggered. So I ended my online meeting and I yelled super loudly, right? I think the whole neighborhood can hear me. We repaired afterwards. I apologized. We talked, but not before I scared him and hurt his feelings. Even my eldest son, who was in the same room, got scared and went to his room. So yes, real life, real parenting, real growth moment. Today is day 24 of my 100 video journey and day 4 of my 15-day reflection on John Maxwell's 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth book. Today's law is the law of reflection. John Maxwell says, learning to pause allows growth to catch up with you. And tonight, I'm realizing that reflection is not only for calm, beautiful moments with a journal and a cup of tea. Sometimes reflection starts when we still feel messy, when we still feel very guilty, when we still feel like, oh no, I did not handle that very well. So here are 3 plain English reminders, maybe for you, but definitely also for me tonight. Number 1, regret can become shame, or it can become growth. Shame says, I'm such a bad mom. Growth says, that was not okay. What happened in me? And what do I need to learn? Number 2, repair matters, but reflection helps us learn to be better. Saying sorry is important, but after sorry, I still need to ask, what triggered me? Was I already stressed? Was I embarrassed because I was in a meeting? Was I trying to control the situation because I felt out of control? What can I do differently next time so I don't yell like that again? And number 3, a bad moment does not make you a bad parent, but it can become an invitation to grow. Our children don't need perfect parents, but they do need parents who are willing to repair, reflect, and take responsibility. Because if I only feel guilty but never reflect, I will probably repeat the same thing again and again. But if I pause long enough to learn, then even a painful moment can become a growth moment. So tonight, I'm choosing not to hide in shame. I'm choosing to reflect, to repair, and to grow. Not because I handled it well, far from it, but because I don't want to waste a lesson. So let me leave you with this question. What is one moment you need to reflect on with honesty and grace? Be blessed, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.